All right, let's do this. So tonight I am doing a little bit of X4 Foundation, which is, I'm just making sure that it's playing over here. Hang on a second, audio check. All right, we're good. We're good. So this game is this one's a weird one. Um, I've owned it for a while now. It's 5 years old. I've known about it off and on, but it's only been over the past couple of weeks that I've actually seriously dug into it to try and actually really understand how to play it. And it's a game that is advertised as a universe sandbox. Uh, just to give you an idea, you start. Well, there's a couple of different starts, but most of the starts you end up in one little ship, and this right here is the map of the universe, and these aren't even all the sectors. I have not fully explored the universe. And over here on the left are all the things close to me. If I click on property owned, these are the various items that I, the player, own. Yes, you have your empire. So I currently have 3 stations. This station has 2 ships assigned specifically to it. Grand Exchange also has a ship assigned to it. Wafer Thin Productions has some ships assigned to it. Oh, wow. Okay. So quite a few. And then I have unassigned ships that I can use to do various things. And what are you trying to do in this game? Well, that's the thing. It's really kind of up to you. Do you want to go around and pew 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 lasers in space? You can do that. Do you want to run missions for the various empires? You can do that too. Do you want to build a mighty economic power? You can certainly do that. And what I've been really doing is focusing, I think, more on the economic game than the combat game right now. So this ship right here, this is the Skipjack. This is one of my ships. And it's currently docked. I don't even know where the hell I am. Oh, I'm in Argon Prime HQ. So let's take a look there. So if I double click on the Skipjack here, and you can play with a mix, by the way, of keyboard, mouse, and controller. We are in this sector, Argon Prime. So we're going to zoom in a little bit. On the map, gray is undiscovered. So the sector I'm in, I haven't even discovered all of it. This is my most recent base, and the Argons are a race that are descended from Earth. They're Terrans, but they were cut off from Earth when the jump gate system failed. Yeah, there's all this lore about the jump gates, how it connects all the galactic civilizations together, and at some point the gates failed, various empires got cut off, and now the gates have sort of started to come back online, and people are reconnecting. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. These blue hexes here are the Argon. These guys right here are who are the light blues? They are the Antigans. I forget who they are. My character is actually... Oh, wait. Yeah. That's an Argon trading station. My character is part of the Sagaris Pioneers. They are sort of from Earth, but they don't live in the solar system. They live in these 3 sectors over here. So this is where this character started the game, as an explorer based over here. And then over here on the left, these are... You might recognize some of these sectors. You got Neptune, Saturn, Jupiter, the asteroid belt, and then Mars, which is where I bought a few ships from already. You'll see that you don't see Earth yet, because to get to Earth you need to build up enough faction with the Terran Confederation. And yeah, let's take a look. Factions and relations. These are the different These are the different factions in the game and what they think about me. So the Alliance of the Word, which is a scientific group that I've done some work for already, they're at a +9. They're neutral, but they almost kind of like me. The Buccaneers do not like me. I'm not allowed to dock at their stations, and they will plunder my ships given the chance. The Terran Protectorate, +14. They're considered a friend. And I actually have access to Mars, Mercury, and Venus. I don't have access to Earth and the Moon yet, but I'm actually, yeah, these guys, I have licenses so I can buy some of their better equipment, which is kind of cool. And the Talati Company, they like me the most because I've been doing a lot of trading with their empire and slowly building up their faction over time. So, in fact, they'll even, if you look here, this faction may decide to send patrol ships to areas in which your assets have already been repeatedly attacked. So that's kind of nice. The Xenon and the Ka'ak are two factions that no one can make friends with. The Xenon are robots built by the Terran Protectorate, us, the original Earth people, that achieve sentience. They were terraforming robots. They achieve sentience, and now they go around, well, killing everything. So we kind of pulled a Skynet, if I'm honest. And then the Ka'ak are an insect race that are they're basically violent for no good reason. It's a bug hunt, and so those factions are always hostile. These other factions that are in pink, because of where I started, they're not particularly friendly to me, but I could actually work on trying to build up relationships with them if I wanted to. All right. So, anyway, what was I even doing? So, here's the thing about X4. You are literally one person in this universe that will run without you. It's configured so that if the player doesn't do anything, there are certain industries that have trade gaps. There are certain factions that will probably fall to the Xenon, but like the universe will go on with if you just let it run, like it's running right now, and it's running in real time. The game doesn't use any sort of a compressed 1 minute equals 1 hour of time. It's just legit, real time sitting here. So the pace sometimes might feel a little slow to people, but it's actually, I find it kind of chill. So what I've got going on now, let's take a look at my property here, Argon Prime, the headquarters. I think I just recently finished doing some building on it. So it's got a facility that will generate energy cells. I've also got a miner mining for it to sell ore, and I'm selling ore at 50 credits a piece for people that might want to buy it. And in fact, what we can see, these are some transfers. Yeah, so I haven't actually made anything with this station yet. I've donated money from my commander and bought stuff to build the station, but she's relatively new. If I look at Wafer Thin Productions, this is actually a silicon wafer factory. Silicon wafers are an important component in building electronics. And that's the thing. If we look at trade wares here, this is a list of all the trade wares I'm not currently dealing with the station. There's a lot of different things, and all of these are items that you can buy, sell, and in fact, some of them you can create them. So if I look at the transactions here, Wafer Thin Productions makes bank on selling these silicon wafers to other members of the galactic empire, of all the other civilizations around. So this is the transaction list of recent transactions. So she's been making me some money, yo. Stop talking like that. So the idea here is to set up, I'm trying to set up some independent stations to passively generate some income so that I can then go do other things. So what's my goal with Argon Prime? Well, what I would like to do with Argon Prime is eventually build some hull parts. So if I look in the encyclopedia here and I go to wares, I can look at hull parts. And to build hull parts, you need energy cells, graphene, and refined metals. Okay, well, refined metals. How do I get that? Well, I need ore and energy cells. Well, the station already has, it's already producing energy cells, and I'm already mining to get ore. So if I want to produce refined metals, I can build a refinery on the station. What about graphene? Let's take a look at that, because I also needed that for hull parts. So graphene, for that I need energy cells and methane. Well, methane, if we look at methane, that is a liquid, and I know for a fact that we can mine methane. So let's look at the station again and check out its layout. Oh, and I just closed the whole interface. Yeah, the interface is a little special sometimes. So I'm going to plan build. And my station right now has the energy cell production, storage for both finished goods, the container storage, that's what holds the energy cells, and the solid storage, that's what holds the ore that's mined. I have a docking module so that ships can dock there. That's actually where my character's standing right now. And then I've got various connecting structures to hold it together. And then I've got liquid storage, which is planned to be built. That's to hold the methane. See, I was starting to work on that plan. And what's going on there? Well, resources needed to complete my changes. I've got 54 out of the 41 Claytronics I need. I've got plenty of energy cells, and what I'm missing are hull parts. To actually build that liquid storage, I need another 140 hull parts. So, a couple of things could happen. Other, like NPC traders could notice that I want to buy hull parts, and they might come and sell them to me. I also have a ship that's assigned to trading for my build supply, which is where resources go for the building of the station. Or I could grab a ship and go buy some hull parts myself manually and drop them off, which I might end up doing eventually. But while we're doing this, what I'd like to do is build a metal refinery. Oh, wow, that's big. All right, so let's do this. Let's rotate. We got to figure out how it's going to snap in. We're going to need to rotate this refinery, I think. So we'll rotate it around the this axis. And I think we're going to need to rotate it around this axis. I'm going to try and snap it in under that bottom, but I think the connection points are like right there. Does that actually work? Yee! I might have stuff in the way. Alright. Well, that's a little cockeyed, but that would actually attach. And could look kind of cool. The cockeyed metal refinery. In fact, I think we're going to do that. We're going to kind of do that at an angle. Yeah, I like that. So once I build this, I'll be able to turn my ore into refined metal. And for that, I'll need 36 Claytronics, more energy cells, more hull parts. So I'm going to confirm that, yeah, this is what I want to do. Now it's projecting this is what I actually need. And then I'll go to Manage Buy Offers. Right now I've got a budget for 139 credits. And it's thinking, no, you're going to need this much. So I'll accept the estimate. And then that'll transfer money from my main account into the station. And now, once we've got the materials, they'll build it. So that's exciting. Yeah. Exciting. All right. So, again, I have a couple of choices. I can wait for my peddler, which is trading for build storage. Oh, and look, it's docking at a hull part factory. Let's see what's going on there. Some information there. It orders right here. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be buying some hull parts for my build. So that's kind of cool. And we can actually go and we can say, hey, let's look at the live stream of that ship as it does its thing. There it is, my peddler. So it's flying to the hull part factory. And there's the pilot. Now, the game has these super highways that move the ships at high speed along them. So that's kind of cool.
Be careful.
I think the ship is just sitting there, maybe? Oh, not moving fast. Now, some of the frame rate might get janky at times as it's running the simulation. The graphics are not always AAA looking, but the gameplay is like crazy. I have yet to find another game like this. All right, so let's see what's going on. All right, so yeah, it's still got that docking order. So he's off, and he's right over here. You can see his icon. So he's going to this hull part factory. He'll dock there. He'll buy some. You see, and they're selling hull parts right here. He'll buy those hull parts and then bring them back, drop them in the build area for my station, and then they will work on the station. And I'll be one step closer to being able to sell refined metal, which is exciting. All right. So that's the control of the game from the map aspect, where you plan, you build stations, you can order starships and stuff. But what about actually flying the ship? All right, so here I am on
Discoverer,
the skipjack.
Vanguard.
So I've got a captain here. I'm gonna just take direct command of the ship. Hello, creepy, not very human-looking human. So I'm now sitting down in the ship. I hit undock, and she's flying. Yeah, and there's one of my ships coming in. That's that's my miner there. See, I'm Natasha Takio. That's my character. So that ship is docking, and it's got a full load of ore. So she's docking to unload her ore here to both sell and for me to use in production if I want. So that's pretty cool. So if I boost out a little bit here, look at my station. Oh, God. Holy frame rate, Batman. We can see most of the station is built, but then you've got some parts that are fuzzy. This fuzzy piece right here is the liquid storage that is currently being constructed, because it's not done yet. And then the refinery will snap on. You don't see the refinery at all because nothing's been built. The refinery, I think, is going to snap on under here. I think it's going to end up being attached to this piece. So that'll be fun. Yeah. All right. Now we've got the peaceful X4 music playing. Alright, so let's see. What did I have going on otherwise? So, where's the Rossi? The Rossi is one of my pride and joy ships. She is a gunboat whose main job it is to protect my station. So I'm going to start guidance to the Rossi because I want to show you all the Rossi. And yeah, it's named after the ship from The Expanse. There she is. She's actually a Martian ship. Built on Mars. Armed with a front-mounted, it's basically an energy lance, which is almost like a railgun. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right-click on her, and I'm going to match her speed. Well, I should be matching her speed now because I shot past her. And then she's got 4 bolt turrets, which are bullets, much like the PDCs in the show. Yeah, I'm kind of chasing her around a little bit. Right now, she's skulking around, making sure that no Xenons or pirates attack my new headquarters. And one of the reasons I built her is because I have a mission. I've actually got quite a few open missions, but we've got a jump gate that opened up over here for this race, the Boron, and it's actually a very hazardous situation where I need a good combat ship. I tried to do this mission with a single-seat fighter, and it did not end well. So I built the Rossi to, like, give myself a bit of an edge. And meanwhile, because... Oops. Sorry, that wasn't the thrust. That was my guns. Meanwhile, because I get distracted, I've been working more on my economic empire. But that's also the neat thing. The game will... Like, I haven't seen a mission that's on a time limit yet. Which is nice, because you can just kind of let things go and happen. Alright. So we're just flying back to the headquarters. Alright, so let's go back to my map view. Oh, and so, yeah. I'm actually going to get up. And what that'll do is my pilot will take...
Hello.
Every ship can have a captain. She'll take back over. And then what I can do is I can go to the map and I can say, hey, property, there's the skipjack. I can tell her, let's do something. Let's take a little flight. Where do we want to go? We're going to tell her to... We're going to make the Rossi her commander for now, and we're going to say follow the Rossi. So now they're in fleet number 4. Rossi's the captain, the skipjack is following. So when I go out of this, she should now... And in fact, I might have to tell her, proceed with current orders. Yep. And now she'll start flying the ship. So, like, you basically, if you don't feel like flying the ship, they can be your friggin' Uber driver, which I really like. Not gonna lie. So, let's get the external view. There's the external view of the skipjack. There's another external view. She's a pretty ship, too. And really, what I'm doing now, it looks like I'm killing time, but I'm doing two things. I'm letting my construction proceed at my base, and I'm building up some money because I want to buy some more ships. And that costs money. I want to buy some fighter craft. So actually, let's take a look at that. Here is the... I've got a really good relationship with the Talati, which means I can probably buy ships from them for less money. So, where's a Talati wharf? I'm going to find a Talati wharf because there's wharfs and shipyards. Wharfs let you build small and medium ships. Shipyards let you build large and extra large, and I don't really necessarily need something that big. Talati, okay. Okay. Alright, so these are Talati. All right. So that's the shipyard. That's the wharf. So if I right-click on this and I go buy ships. So let's look at size small for fighters. So let's look at the Falcon Sentinel. That's the basic Talati fighter. So the Falcon is 281 base credits. It's got, so let's say I did a combat engine in it. I do combat Mark II thrusters. I give it good shields because I don't want my pilots to die. For the weapons, we'll do pulse laser Mark II. So one there, one there. The Mark IIs are more expensive, but they're worth it. They don't really need scanners. And then for crew, you need a pilot. And for fighter craft, you really don't need support crew. So the Falcon, mostly because of the weapons, so the chassis is 281, good engines, kick them in the butt, lasers. She's a little pricey, 867. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to go Mark II pulse lasers. And that way, because there's different presets, right? So here's the minimum preset, which has crappy, I mean, it does have combat engines, but it doesn't even have weapons on it. The low preset, we actually give them some Mark I lasers and a crappy shield generator. Here's the high preset. This actually, oof, crazy. Oh yeah, he went crazy with the thrusters. So I did not actually go the craziest loadout. So I actually have enough money. I have 1.3 million. If I wanted to buy one of these guys, I could actually have it start being built. But you'll notice here, not enough resources on the station. Order may take a long time because it's missing advanced electronics. So as you're playing the game and you see these opportunities, this means, oh, if I could make an advanced electronics factory, there's probably a demand for stuff like that. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this fighter to my shopping list, and I'm actually going to order it. YOLO! And now if I look at my property, ships in construction, I get a Falcon Sentinel. It'll only take a minute to build it once they have the supplies they need. So we're going to order that fighter, and we're going to see how she works. Because I'm thinking, oh, look at that. Some more money just poured in, so my money is recovering. Yeah. I've been spending a lot of money, so if we look and we see my transactions, yeah, I just made 120,000 credits right there. And if you look, 10 minutes ago, 56K, 9 minutes, 70K. My one hedge quarter transferred money in because so wafer thin production, see here, they transferred 681,000. What happens is the stations have an operating budget, and as they sell, the profits go into that budget, and once it gets past a certain point, the station sends you the excess. So every so often, especially a profitable station, they'll just dump this big pile of moolah on you, which is nice. Alright, so where are we? We're still just we're flittering around with the Rossi. Check my property. Yeah, still under construction. And I could cancel the construction if I want, but I don't want to do that. Alright, let's see how the construction on Argon Prime is doing. Oh, look at that. It looks like Argon Prime they actually got materials they needed. So the refinery is being built. And the gas, the liquid storage is done. Woo! Look at that. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to head back there. So we're going to go... You know what? I'll take control.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. The Rossi doesn't actually need us. Alright, I'll shut off my autopilot.
Autopilot. Disengage.
Because my autopilot was following the Rocinante. Alright, I can do this a couple of ways. Apparently I'm going to do it the stupidest way. But I think that's my station right there.
Refined goods complex.
Yeah, that's it. So let's fly back over there. Now I'm moving at 320 meters per second. This white thing here is my hull. This blue thing is my shields. If I afterburn, it drains my shields. I stop afterburner and the shields will recover. So that's the mechanism it uses to... Yeah, you can do a kick in the ass and move fast, but you're sacrificing shield, which you might not want to do. Alright, look at that. She's coming together. Cut thrust. And if we want to get real up close and personal, this is really cool. Let me get closer. Let me get closer. Alright, you ready? Alright, first of all, what I'm going to do is take the skipjack. Whoops. And I'm going to remove all orders and assignments. So the skipjack will no longer be escorting the Rocinante. I'm just going to double check that. Behavior, yeah, the default behavior if there's no orders, hold position, outstanding. Because I'm about to do something that's a little weird. And I don't want the ship flying away.
Discoverer.
Go to the
Vanguard.
transporter room and use spacesuit. That's right. You can bail out. Oh. I want to do the extra one. And there I am in my spacesuit. And I can fly around. And I can even, if my ship were damaged, I can use my laser repair tool on it to fix the hull. Which is so cool. But yeah, I now have oxygen that I need to worry about. But I can fly around in my spacesuit and inspect the construction of the metal refinery that's going on. You can see the drones are busily putting it together. And yeah, funny story. Funny story. Although it didn't feel funny at the time. I'm flying a gunboat that was not as good as the Rossi. It was a gunboat built by, I don't even remember who. But it wasn't as good as the Rossi, and I ended up stumbling into some enemies, and I got blown up. I'm floating there in my spacesuit, and there's hostiles, and I don't have any other ships nearby, so I actually pulled up the map and ordered the skipjack from the closest shipyard, the closest wharf. And actually, the skipjack was built for me while I was floating in space, and then I ordered it to come and pick me up, which, you know, was pretty intense. Hi. Hi. So yeah, good stuff. So the I owe the skipjack. It saved me from floating in space forever. It's a nice ship. I like it. It's a scout, so it's fast. So that's how it ends up not getting blown up, by outrunning all the losers trying to blow it up. Alright, more money coming in, so that's fantastic. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, the skipjack is selected, so I open up my menu, I hit dock permission, and it shows me where I can go to go back in the ship. And yeah, there are game mechanics where you have to get out in your spacesuit. Sometimes you need to repair satellites. Sometimes you find these things called data vaults, where you where you go and you can find loot and other cool stuff. So there's actually legitimate mechanics for getting out of your ships and being in your spacesuit. All right, so let's make sure we're centered on the skipjack. I want the skipjack to dock. So I want to dock in Argon Prime. So, and I'm going to let my pilot do it, because she's actually a really good pilot. If I look at her, she's almost a 3-star pilot. So I've trained her with some seminars. You can train your NPCs. She's got some experience, so she's my private pilot. All right, so that's the skipjack. Now I want to show you folks something. So we're gonna go back up to my property while I do some other things. We're gonna go to the Rossi, because I want you to see a sense of scale here. Where is it? Okay, here we go. We're gonna remove all orders and assignments. So the Rossi's now not doing anything, and we're gonna have her dock. Yeah, see, she's docking at Argon Prime now. And actually, if I have this right, this should be really cool.
Mind the gap.
If I've got my position right, this should be really cool. Yeah. There she is. So again, here's the skipjack. I mean, you know, she's a cute little ship, but not exactly ginormous, right? There's the Rossi. We just set down on this docking pad. Oh my god. Holy frame rate. And I'm gonna take the transporter tube so I don't have to futz my way around here. I'm gonna transport over to the Rossi's slip. So that'll bring me up here. And look at how big it is. Like, there's her main gun. This thing right here, that's her main gun, which just it packs this huge punch. Her turrets are on her top. She's got 4 turrets on top. And that's her boarding ramp over there. Look at how big it is. And this is a medium ship. The large ships and extra large ships, you can dock other ships on them. So if I built a large ship, I could actually give it docking bays and then land on it like the skipjack or a fighter. There's her engines. I mean, how cool is that? So let's, huh?
Hello there.
Hey, one of my crew members.
Gian.
General Kenobi. So I'll take the transport tube to the cockpit. And here's her cockpit, which I can take over, or I can sit in the gunnery seat and order the captain to do stuff. And you can see there's her 4 turrets sitting on deck right there. So, really cool. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look on the map. There's been some incursions in Hatvika's choice. So what I want to do is I'm going to take the Rossi and I'm going to have her... I want to put a satellite over here.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Yeah. Oh! But before we do, what do we have here? We got a Xenon raiding party right here. Attacking this fighter squadron. Okay. I kind of want to help these guys. See, I've got... You don't have magic vision. If you place satellites, you can see what's going on in various places, and I have a satellite there. So we're gonna we're going to go place a satellite at this jump gate, which is near where I lost my ship, because I want some coverage there. And I'm going to sit down at gunnery control, because that'll give me a good view of stuff. But I can still see, from gunnery control, I can check out the status of the ship. Like I can see, if I go to the information tab, I can see the shield level and the hull level. Shields will recharge, hull will not. We do not want this to hit 0 because, you know, then the ship explodes. And exploding is bad, unless you're a Xenon. The hell, why is that? That's my seat. Fuck off. Sit in my seat. That feels a little bit like a bug. So I think this will take us on the superhighway. Yep. Woohoo! And that up there is a jump gate, so this is one way you get to another sector. Up! And I've played long enough that it decides to autosave. And this can take a little bit. And this is with an NVMe drive.
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
Alright. So let's take a look on the map. Oh, there are multiple Xenon in the system. I really should go help out. But I really want to deploy the satellite. Because I really want visibility. Oh, there's Xenon here, too. Oof. Probably rather hostile Xenon. Well, they're all hostile, but these might be some of the guys who killed me. Am I alone here? I am. Alright, so what we're going to do is we'll deploy the satellite and then maybe we'll try and clean some of these Xenon up. In fact, what we'll do is we'll go to the Rocinante and we'll say, we'll go to information and we'll go to behavior, and if they're without orders, we're going to patrol an area. No. No, I don't want to do this one. I want to do protect position. Area to protect will be around here. And then we'll do a 40-kilometer radius. And what that should do is that should make me go after the Xenon that are floating around here, assuming they don't come after me first. But I think we're about to have some combat. Ah, we are. Did I actually take it again? Yes! There go my railguns, or my PDCs. My PDCs. How are the shields holding up? Alright, shields at 45. Shields at 36%. Alright, so and I did a lot of damage to that guy, so that's cool. Now, I could be flying this myself, but I actually trust my captain to fight more than me. Okay, and I got the satellite placed. So now I'm on my way to patrol, and the Rossi will take that guy out once we're in range, I'm sure. Yep, there was the main gun. Oh yeah, Splash Xenon. Splash Xenon. I took no hull damage, and my shields are regenerating nicely. And now the Rossi, you can see there's a bunch of crap floating in space. This is debris. They're destroyed Xenon ships. They're destroyed friendlies. There's debris from the Xenon. Yeah. But the shenanigans here. And this, again, this is the jump gate where I'm pretty sure I got killed at one point. So that was sort of like a little bit of revenge. Oh, and that sounds like another Xenon. That's the alert for an enemy. Oh, there's an enemy right there. Yeah, Xenon mining ship.
You're finished.
Another raiding party. Yep, we're going after him. The turrets are up and ready. Engine screaming. I want to see the kill shot. Yeah, the main gun overheats very easily, so it does take a little bit of time before I can shoot it again. Shields are good. I think I splashed him. Yes, I did. And he dropped... What did he drop? A container with some tuning software. That's like space loot, which I honestly don't even need to bother picking up at this point in my career. Now, the funny thing is, I'm not like earning experience points or grinding or anything like this. This is me, like, shooting the Xenon to try and, like, make the sector a little bit of a safer place. That's my whole reasoning here. But I'm kind of wondering, is where are these Xenon coming from? Did they take over the other hit Vicas? Are they in the other sector? It might be worth doing a little exploration. But I think this is probably leveling my captain and my crew too. They probably are getting experience for this. Like, I personally am not leveling, but if we look at... Let me look at the ship and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the Rocinante, if we go to information on it, here's its crew. So the captain's Fukashi Daniels. He's got 4 stars in piloting, and 2.5 stars in morale. And then these are the service crew. We've got some apprentices, and then we have some able crewmen. The service crew are important because they repair the ship, but they also operate the turrets. So, like, having good crewmen is pretty important. And they get experience. They get more stars by doing stuff. So yeah, to say that I'm not grinding is... Yeah, I'm not grinding in the sense of I'm killing boars to get experience for my character. But this is good exercise for my crew. Alright. I think we're going to try something. Captain, do you mind if I take over?
Hello.
Disengaging
Disengage.
autopilot. Let me just double check something. Which jump gate is that? So that's the jump gate. That'll go into that. I just want to make sure. I want to see what's going on in that sector. So let me go superhighway, start guidance. And then now we're gonna hit the autopilot.
Autopilot disengaged. Autopilot disengaged.
And what do we have there?
Try a bit harder.
Alright, I'm gonna get up and let my captain take over. Oh shit. Alright, shield's taking a little bit of a beating.
That was a bad. Something else.
That one seems to be a little thicker. Oof, we took it out, but we took some damage. Oh no, just shield. Okay.
That's just not good enough. You're finished.
Alright, nicely done, Captain. What's the Rossi's current orders? Alright. Oh, he's waiting for signal.
Can I help?
Let me have your inventory of any of the crap.
Can
you've
I help?
collected, and proceed with current orders. Continue your patrol. I'm having a little too much fun shooting the Xenon down with the Rossi. It's kind of what I built it for. I mean, I'm helping to make the universe a safer place. But I kind of, like I said, I kind of want to see what's going on the other side of that jump gate. So what I'm going to do... Are they coming from this jump gate? I think so. Yeah, right now we're attacking the Xenon.
We'll have to do better than that.
Shields at 100%. I was getting worried. Because I saw shields flashing. Alright. So, I know I told him to fly there and wait. I'm going to take command of the ship again. I want to see where that jump gate goes to, because I think that's our problem. I think there's Xenon on the other side of it. And what I'm going to do is... when that yellow line is a guidance mission, we're just gonna abort that, because I don't need to do that. Now I could fly at a slow rate, or I could turn on travel mode. We're gonna to turn on travel mode, which is a higher speed form of transit. Let's see what we got on the other side of this jump gate. Hopefully I won't regret it.
Danger. Entering system. Tharka's Cascade.
Oh, shit. There's a lot of xenon here. That's where they're coming from. Civilian. Whoops. Shit. Deploy civilian. Satellite.
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
Alright. How much damage did I take? Captain, you can take back over. I took a lot of shield damage. Did I get the satellite placed? And will they leave it alone? Oh. I did get the satellite placed. Well, that's exciting. So this is Tharka's Cascade. So let's see what the deal is. The split. All right. So this is definitely xenon. All right, and that's where they're coming from. That is where the xenon are coming from to harass us on the other side of the gate. So, all right. So let's do this. We're going to drop another satellite here. Because I want eyes on this gate. Because these xenon coming in here are being very disruptive. So we're going to keep an eye on them. But you also got other ships flying from the jump gate. These guys who are the ZYA. What faction are they? They are the Xyarth Patriarchy. And they don't like me. I mean, I don't know why. I'm totally fucking charming. Where am I flying to? Oh, wait a second. What are you doing? Could you consider dropping the satellite where it needs to be? Splashed him pretty quickly. I think what I'm learning is that this ship is pretty good at splashing the small xenons. So I'm happy about that. This should be where the satellite goes. Yep. Alright, now we have some satellite coverage, so we'll be able to watch what's going on there. And then he'll go back to patrolling. Interesting. Right, so that's where the xenon are coming from. So what I could do... That could be one of the... I wonder if the hull part factory is problematic. Let's drop another satellite here. So you got coverage there, because if you don't have satellite coverage of factories, your guys might not buy supplies from there. And you can kind of see, like, here I am, you know, squirrel, 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 get distracted, get distracted. But what I'm really doing is building intelligence about what's going on this side of the sector based on getting one of my ships blown the hell up the other day. And in fact, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing here. We're switching to keyboard and mouse. Come on, Rossi. Deploy a satellite here. And yeah, I'm going to have to buy more satellites at some point, but that's okay. Deploy satellite here. I can buy those at equipment docks or wharfs. Mr. Wharf? No, not that kind of wharf. And one right here should do. Yeah, I should really have all this stuff, like, satellited out. Do I have too many orders queued? Q, get off my ship. Alright, but now the Rossi's going to go point to point, deploying these satellites to give us juicy information. Mostly for trade purposes. Alright, while the Rossi's doing that, let's see how we're doing on Argon Prime. Let's look at the logical overview. Oh, look at that. Refined metals. Now, what we never did is we never created... Oh, look. Alright. They are selling refined metals. Alright. And we've got a ship coming in to buy them. That's amazing. And for now, we're going to allow it. We're going to let it make refined metals, and we're going to let them sell the refined metals as much as they want. And we're also going to let them continue to sell ore. But we're going to make sure we hold some ore aside to make refined metals. So it'll sell energy, it'll sell the green energy cells, the green ore, but it'll hold on to the rest to make refined metals. So that's our that's our station right now. It is now making refined metals. Exciting. Now, if you remember, I was talking maybe I want to make hull parts. What I need for that is graphene. What I can do, I could build a separate... I have a few choices. I can glom the graphene refinery there. I could build a standalone station to do graphene. I could build the hull part, you know, the piece that'll do the hull parts, and rely on my traders to get methane rather than mine it myself, or graphene rather than get it myself. But I think what I want to do is probably do everything homegrown. I think that's what I really want to do. I want to essentially be building a self-sufficient production line where I start with the raw materials and then end up with the final product. I think that's what I want. Meanwhile, we don't know what these are, so we're going to put a satellite out of these guys when we're done. And then the Rossi will begin patrolling again. So we got all sorts of satellite coverage going on here. Yeah, alright. Well, there's nothing to trade for build storage because everything's built. So really the question becomes,
You're cooked.
do I want to do the graphene thing? So for production, what would that look like? I feel like it's putting all the modules on upside down lately. Where is it? Is it trying to snap on here? That felt like a snap. Oh, there we go. She snapped on there. So that'll get me my graphene. Yeah. And what will I need for that? Some stuff that I'm already familiar with. We're going to confirm module changes. And we're going to say, hey, go ahead and accept the estimate. We've already got materials, I think. Or don't we? Oh, and we need a builder. Yeah, so because we finished building, we need a ship to actually do work on it. We don't have a builder ship ourselves because we just don't have the ability to get them yet. So we hire a construction vessel who will for 50,000 credits, and they'll come and they'll build until everything in the build queue is built. All right, so let's see. We've already got most of the Claytronics. Energy cells won't be a problem. Hull parts are of course going to be, and we already have an order coming in for the Claytronics. And then we got an order coming in for the hull parts we need. All right, my ship is handling that. Probably because I had the satellite near the hull part factory now, and he could see the pricing. Yeah, amazing what happens when you got satellite coverage. So then what we're going to need is we're going to need a ship getting methane. So let's go over to Mars and we'll go buy ships. We want medium, Bolo gas miner, and I actually have a conveniently spec'd out one already that's even armed. So if anybody gets feisty, it can fight. So we're gonna add it to the shopping list, and we're gonna confirm the order, and we're gonna have that built at Mars, and they're building it already. Because they're spectacular. Alright, so what am I doing here on the Rossi at this point? I've kind of lost track of what it's up to. And this is what happens. Like, I'm flying around, potentially in danger, and here I am playing management. Alright, the Rossi's putting a satellite there. And then it's going to put a satellite there. Alright, fantastic. Alright, where's the gas miner? Gas miner's going to be built in another 7 seconds. So we're going to give it a fun name, because Bolo gas just isn't fun. Oh. So we're going to rename it to the Methanol Methanator. Yeah, that's right. And what we're going to do is we're going to have it mine for the station. Yeah. So then what'll happen? The Methanator should be taken off from Mars and flying. It's a bit of a trip. The Terran Protectorate builds such good ships. I love getting my ships from them. There's the Methanator, man. And yeah, by the way, the ships are red on purpose. You can actually have ship skins. My ships all get this default red look. And then you get a logo you get to pick. My logo is a bear playing the guitar. Because why not? It's a friggin' bear playing the guitar. It's awesome. Don't judge me. Alright, now what I need to do is the Methanator. Let's take a look at her. Her captain. Let's look at the crew. Captain might. Alright. She's 1 star in piloting. Let's see if I actually can. Let's see if I can actually give her a seminar to try and make her a better pilot. I might not have the seminars to do that. Communication.
Can I help?
Oh, it's a he. Sorry. Yeah, I don't have the seminar necessary to train me to be a better pilot. So, all right, that's fine. See you later.
Over and out.
But the fact he's a 1-star pilot is pretty good. The more skilled pilots, they can do things further away from bases, for instance. So that's actually important. And what'll happen is, under the guidance of the manager of Argon Prime, he'll actually direct the Methanator, like, go get this or go get that. No buyers found in allowed sectors. What? Am I full? A second. Or okay, so we're buying only from internal people. He should be able to go and sell that ore to the station. Let's turn this down a little bit. I don't know why Are you trying to sell it somewhere else? No buyers found in allowed sectors. Or would it be this guy's transaction log? Because I want to see the transaction log with the miner. Huh. I don't know what's going on here. Why the miner is not... one sector over. This game is kind of dumb sometimes, I think. Like, he should be able to take this 980 ore and bring it to Argon Prime HQ, unless the HQ doesn't feel like buying it, or does the HQ maybe not have enough money in its account? So let me check that out. That could actually be the problem. So I've accepted the budget. I've accepted the estimate. It actually had money in its budget. Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, maybe because I'm selling all but a certain amount of ore, it probably doesn't want to fill it. Yeah, alright. That's probably it. So if I go... See, the game is a little crazy sometimes. If I go here and I say, hey... I don't restrict it at all. No, I don't want to do that. What the hell? Alright, I'm going to remove the sell offer.
Time to wipe you out.
Create. Weird. I'm fighting something. And I'm more concerned with this ore. Should probably see what's going on with the fight. Shields are going down. Let's take a look here. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Get lost.
Ah, guess that wasn't such a problem. I'm really not sure if my cell settings are good or not right now. But I feel like I'm doing a lot of good in my sector at the moment. Or keeping the sector a little more secure. Which, you know, is a nice thing to do. Ay, ay, ay. So, it looked like it went back to the drill guy is selling See, that's where I'm a little bit confused at this point. He's giving me ore. But why isn't he... I really want to do... We'll create sell offers as long as stock levels remain above this amount. Alright. So that's fine. We'll let him sell ore. That's fine. Oh, look, and that guy's buying refined metal, so that's cool. He'll be here in 6 minutes. And one thing nice in this game is if you want to get into something really easy in terms of the production, the energy cells are, you build that and they just generate. So that's kind of cool. Just throwing that out there. How are we doing with our build? The graphene production is coming along, so that's good. Are you coming here, or what are you doing? Yeah, how about... Alright. Remove all orders and assignments. I actually want you coming here. Fly to the station and wait. I think he was trying to mine around Mars. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's have him fly here. And then once he gets here, hopefully the graphene will be up and we can have him start to mine some methane. Alright. This is new, having this hostile sector here. A different hostile sector. Alright. Meanwhile...
You're going for recycling.
I think... Oh, nice. Splash Xenon fighter. Yeah. Some more Xenon fighters on the map. This is just so chill, sitting here listening to the Rossi kill Xenon all night. Meanwhile, my money goes up. Money go brr! Turrets go brr! And I guess one of these days I will go and do that mission. Alright, well... Yeah. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to take the Rossi and we are going to remove all orders and assignments. We're going to then take the Rossi and have her go back to my Argon Prime HQ. Whoops. So the Rocinante. No, just the Rossi.
Time to wipe you out. Try again.
We'll have her dock there once she's done with
Something hit us. That was a bad move.
Ooh, shields are low. I have 2 things on me. Oh, please don't let this be the time that I friggin' die. Alright, so that guy's splashed.
Navigation. Fly to the following position. Acknowledge.
Taking all damage. This isn't great. I'm doing damage to its attack. I think I'm gonna win in the battle of... And there we go. Got onto the superhighway. Yeah, my shield took a little bit, my hull took a little bit of a beating. Now I'm actually going to test something, because my guys are supposed to auto-repair. But they... Something I read said they'll do it if you command the ship directly.
Hello.
Oof. So bad on the frame rate. So, 10941 hull. Alright, let's do this. She took a little bit of a beating. Start guidance to object. There we go.
Autopilot disengaged.
Why is the autopilot not engaging?
Autopilot engaged.
The autopilot's drunk. I have illegal items on board. That's a shame. In my personal inventory. Oh yeah, and then there's the concept of you have an inventory and your ships have a cargo. So I apparently, when I had my captain hand over his inventory, he had stuff in there that's maybe sketch. We'll have to see. I'll find out.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Let's find out. So, if I look at my inventory... you know what? That thing is not worth hanging on to. Drop all illegal items. 4K and the police might harass me? No, we're not gonna do that. Alright, what was my hull? $10, $9, $8... Oh, there we go. Now they're fixing the hull. We just saw that it popped to 11,005. So the service crew are fixing the ship.
Autopilot disengaged.
Very good. I don't know if they'll do that when it's docked. That would be nice if they did. Guess we can
Refined
find out.
goods complex. Docking granted.
Alright, so this is how we dock. It shows, hey, this is where you need to go. Oh, oh no! Ah! I goosed the accelerator a little hard. She is a responsive ship. She's not the fastest, but she's kind of responsive. Also, the friggin' frame rate is rough. Alright. And that's my HUD for docking, but I have the more advanced docking software that'll pretty much take over once I get close enough. Because I'm a dirty, dirty cheater. A little bit.
Successfully docked.
Alright.
It's an honor to have you aboard.
I know it's an honor to have me.
Hello.
It's an honor to be aboard. Let's see if they're still repairing.
Requesting immediate backup.
So 10, so 11273. 11292. All right, so that's fantastic. So the crew will repair the ship. I could, okay, well I can spend money because
Gian.
I don't think I can. This station doesn't have any sort of repair facility. So I just might have to let the service crew do their thing. Yeah, upgrade, repair, docked. So this is not a wharf or an equipment dock. So I'm SOL there. But the crew can work on patching up the damage. Doesn't cost me anything. Just time. So we're going to let the Rossi sit here and be repaired a little bit. Ah, she did good. She did really good. Alright. Alright. We're going to hang out underneath her right now and take a look and see how we're doing with our... How's the methanator? The methanator has arrived at Argon Prime. Fantastic. So we're going to have the methanator mine for the commander. And if we look, is there methane around? Let me zoom out. Or silicon. Or silicon. Oh boy.
Please check your cargo is secured before departure.
This could be problematic. Alright, so Argon Prime. Let's look at Argon Prime the Argon, yeah, the Argon Prime sector of the encyclopedia and see if it has methane in it. Sunlight ore and silicon. It does not have methane. Okay, well that could be problematic. Well, you know what? This is feeling like a later problem. So with that, I'm going to save this and kill the stream. But that is X4, which again has been a lot of fun. I hope if you watched this live, you didn't chat, and that's okay. If you watched it on the YouTube, thank you. But yeah, fun game. New expansion coming out early 2024, I think. But there's a bunch of DLC already, and it's not actually crazy expensive, so I like it. All right, later.